Okay, everybody. Welcome back from spring break. I know it's been a bit longer than we all expected, and things have changed quite a bit, but I hope that you're ready to get started back to class, and I'm here to help you get through it and make sure that we all learn a little bit of evolution and get through this semester without any further trouble. So, I wanted to take this opportunity to explain to you how evolution's going to work for the rest of the semester. So, in short, we are going to trim down the material that we're going to cover a little bit. I've removed a few chapters that were on the syllabus when we started the semester, and I'm going to focus on one chapter each of the remaining weeks that we have class. And so I've listed here the chapters that we're going to review. Um, and you should have access to those through the resources that have now been made available. So even if you hadn't purchased the textbook before, you should be able to access at least a digital version of the textbook. And I posted those details on a recent announcement on Blackboard for the course. If you have any difficulty with that, please don't hesitate to let me know and help me figure out where those pain points are, because I want to make sure that everyone has the access they need to the textbook. Okay, so how's class going to work? What we're going to do is I'm going to post a video lecture to YouTube each week. And so I'm going to go through slides just like we normally would in class. I'm going to explain the things that I want to make sure that you understand, using primarily images, figures from the textbook, as I usually do. And what I want you to make sure that you're doing is that you're also reviewing those sections of the textbook to ensure that you truly understand that material. Okay? So I'll put up a video lecture at the beginning of the week. I'm also going to put up a related reading. So instead of having class twice a week, I'm going to give you about, somewhere in the neighborhood of an hour video lecture on YouTube. And then I'm going to put up a document that you can download and access through Blackboard and read that. So this is going to be, maybe it's a Scientific American article, maybe it's an article in the news, but it will be related to the topic that we're covering that week. It's not going to be really long. It's not going to be super technical. You should be able to grasp it and relate it to the information that we're talking about that week. And then I'm also going to put up a Blackboard quiz. Okay. So the Blackboard quiz is going to be just like the other Blackboard quiz that you've done in class. And so we're going to have one of those each week. It's going to cover the material that I spoke about in the YouTube lecture, as well as some material that is in the reading that I've assigned. So I'll post all these at the beginning of the week. You can go through and watch the video at any point during the week, read the related reading at any point during the week, and as long as you have completed the Blackboard quiz by the end of the day, Sunday, before the next week starts, you're all set. Okay? So those Blackboard quizzes count towards your points that you would have gotten for quizzes, that component of your grade. If you'll remember from the syllabus, there are 3 parts to your grade: attendance, quizzes, and exams. So this is your quiz. Now, you taking the quiz is where I'm going to get your attendance points. So basically, taking all the quizzes will give you all the attendance points. Okay, so nobody should miss any quizzes because you've got a week to do them. Nobody should miss any attendance for the same reason. And so I anticipate folks getting all those points. All right, now exams. We are still going to have exams. We're not going to meet in person, and I'm quite realistic about what that means on your end. And there are a lot of difficult ways that some folks are working to set up virtual proctoring using AI and things. We're not going to go that route, okay? I'm having you work through all this material, do these Blackboard quizzes, and then I'm going to put our exams on Blackboard just as you are taking the online quizzes on Blackboard, okay? The exams are going to be timed. You're not going to be able to go back and change your answers after you've submitted the exam. You won't be able to walk away from the exam and come back, log back in and finish the exam. But I'll talk about that a bit more in a moment. Okay, so we're going to have 2 exams. One of them was supposed to be next week. Not going to do that. Okay, I've put that off until the 14th of April. And then we're going to have the final exam during finals week. Okay, so this slide explains a bit about what the exams are going to be like. So the exams are going to be the same format as before. They're going to be 30 questions for exam 3, 60 questions for the final exam, multiple choice on Blackboard. So they're open note. It's fine. You've got your notes that you take watching the video lectures. You can make notes from the readings that I've assigned, have all that with you and ready when you open up the exam to take the exam. Okay. So you're going to have one opportunity to take the exam. As I mentioned already, you can't start, log out, come back in, restart the exam. Okay. They're going to be timed just like they were in lecture. So exam 3, it's 30 questions. You're going to have 75 minutes. And, very few of you took that full time, but even those that did, I wouldn't worry about the time simply because you're going to have all your notes there with you. Okay. So if you've got good notes, if you're familiar with the text, if you've read the text, you know where to look in the text. You know where to look in your notes to find those answers, and you're leaving with an understanding of evolution and that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so we're going to have the exam 3 and then the final exam. So all the information on those is there. Exam 3, 30 questions, 75 minutes. Final exam, 60 questions, way more time than you'll need. And it remains cumulative, okay? But again, you've got notes from the first half of the class that you're still able to bring with you as you sit down to the computer to take that final exam. If you have any problems or anticipate any issues, don't hesitate to email me, okay? And that's true for any aspect of this class. If access to the YouTube videos is difficult for you, if access to Blackboard is a problem, let me know. Okay, and let your other professors know. Some of them may be more communicative than others, but don't hesitate to let the professors know if you've got issues of access and timing. Okay. All right, and the last slide I've got here in sort of our intro as to what the hell's going on once we start this class back up